Good morning, Spreckle Scholars. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a good weekend. I'm ready to get started for our new week of learning. I wanted to start with some really fun things this morning. I wanted to start with a few jokes, so here we go. What did the paper say to the pencil? What did the paper say to the pencil? You have a good point. What is more amazing than a talking dog? A spelling bee. Bzzz. And the last one for today. Why did the banana go to the doctor? Why did the banana go to the doctor? Because it wasn't peeling well. And I also have a fun, silly poem by Jack Paletzky called Today Was Not My Day at All. And sometimes we have those kind of days, right? That everything goes wrong and we got to kind of jump back into it and start over again. Here we go. Today was not my day at all. Today was not my day, for everything went wrong today in almost every way. This morning I was menaced by a troop of marching ants. I brushed my teeth with shaving cream. I split my brand new pants. I smashed my only glasses and the key snapped in the lock. The toaster didn't toast the toast, then handed me a shock. I walked into a doorknob. Something squirmed inside my shoe. I found an ugly beetle at the bottom of my stew. A bird I didn't recognize flew down and pecked my nose. A chimpanzee on roller skates sped by and squashed my toes. I wonder if I'm under some unlucky sort of curse. Today's the 12th, and Thursday, tomorrow, may be worse. Just a fun little poem from Jack Paletzky, and just knowing sometimes we have bad days, but they can also be ways to start over again, right? Absolutely. All right, so now I have some positive office referrals. The first one is from Aiden Molnar, and Aiden said, a shout out for all the teachers. He would like to thank all teachers for working really hard to help all students learn virtually, especially the lower grade teachers. What a great shout out, Aiden. We really appreciate that. The next one I have is from Mrs. Dickinson. And Mrs. Dickinson is shouting out to Miss Debbie, the AG family, and the Sherpinski family, who baked cookies to help feed families at the Salinas Warming Shelter. What an awesome way to share the holiday spirit. And my last shout out is from Abigail Flake to Miss Macias. She says, Miss Macias is a really good teacher, and she always does super fun activities for everything she teaches. She is so nice. Congrats, Miss Macias. We know you're awesome. All righty. Now I want to focus a little bit on our focus on pride for the month of January and talk a little bit about how you can show your pride as a Spreckle Scholar. One way is to do your best every day. You don't have to say anything or do anything special. Just give your own personal best every day at school, which is the hardest thing I could ever ask you right now with virtual learning, to give your best. And so you have to work really hard to be able to do that. And so there is something I want to bring up again and mention to all students. And that is the way you are being a student at home. It's different than being in the classroom, but I want you to think about being a scholar just like you would be if you were in your classroom. So that means sitting up tall and paying attention, not laying on the floor or on your bed or putting your head down on the table. I know that's hard. Not playing with toys or talking to your brothers and sisters or doing other things like that, but really focusing on your teacher and the lessons and the work you're doing at home. Really hard to do, but I know you could be a Spreckle Scholar and do that. The other thing is turning on your camera. There are so many students that don't have their camera on during lessons, and although you do have a choice, the most important thing is, as a school, as Spreckles School, we encourage you to have your camera on all the time that you're with your teacher. There's a lot of reasons for that. The good reasons are that when the teacher sees you, she knows what you need, and maybe that you have a question and she can really help you, and she could tell that you're focused and paying attention. When you turn off your camera, there could be a good reason for it, but usually it means you walking away, you're playing a game, you're doing something else, and you're not doing school. So when we don't see your face in the classroom, in the virtual classroom, it seems like you're not being a scholar. So I would like all of you, every single one of you, to have your cameras on all the time and do your very best to do that. And that shows your scholarly behavior and shows your pride in Spreckles School. So work on those things. Make sure you have a place that is free from distractions, a place where you can do school, just like if it was in your classroom, where you have quiet, where you can focus, where you can turn on your camera and really be a scholar. So work on that for me, please. And since we're doing pride, I wrote an acrostic poem. That's one of those poems that you write the letters down the side and then you assign a word for every letter. And for pride, I said pirates, because I am proud of our Spreckles Pirates. For R, I said respectful, because as a Spreckles scholar, we are very respectful. For I said inventors, because we are all inventors and creative with our thinking and our learning. For D, I said determined, because Spreckles scholars never give up. And for E, I said enthusiastic, because we are proud to be Spreckles Pirates and we work hard and we're enthusiastic in our learning. P-R-I-D-E, Spreckles Pride. Thanks for listening. Now, as we're focusing on pride, I'm going to remind you that we need to focus on a growth mindset. Never give up. And here's a poem. Every day I will try my best. I will not quit. I will not rest. Until my brain has grown a bit, I have learned how to do it. If I fail, I will be okay. I will just try a different way. I will just say, I can't do it yet, because I have a growth mindset. I hope you were able to hear that poem through the dogs barking. And with the growth mindset, I would like to share with you another famous mistake that turned out to make lots of money and that we still use today. And that famous mistake was paper towels. The Chinese invented paper about 2,000 years ago, but it wasn't until the mid-1800s that paper was made from wood pulp. After the discovery of this method, almost everything was made of paper. Clothes, boats, watches, horseshoes, outhouses, a church, chimneys, barrels, railroad reels, skating rink floors, false noses, bathtubs, a piano, wash tubs, and of course, bathroom tissue, otherwise known as toilet paper. In the early 1900s, Scott Paper Company, a large distributor of bathroom tissue, routinely purchased large rolls of toilet paper for converting into bathroom tissue. In 1907, one of the company's paper suppliers sent a shipment of paper that had too much wrinkling and was too heavy. Arthur Scott didn't return the paper to the manufacturer. Although it was unsuitable for bathroom tissue, he knew it could be used. He perforated the paper so it could be dispensed in individual sheets. He called the sheets Sani-Towels and sold them to railroad stations, hotels, schools, and businesses. In 1931, he made the disposable towels available to American homes. Today, they come in decorator colors or country designs. Some are big and tough, others are strong and absorbent, some are soft, others economical. But paper towels we use today are the result of a paper manufacturer's mistake. Mistakes are good. It shows we're trying and that we're not giving up. And that's how we start becoming inventors or people who think of new ideas, because first we have to make mistakes. We try it out and then we try again. So don't forget that. And as I get ready to move on, I want to share Shel Silverstein's poem that should remind you never to give up. Listen to the mustn'ts. Listen to the mustn'ts, child. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves, then listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be. Alrighty, let's stand for the flag salute. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing. Sorry for the time. I just wanted to remind you about my jumping jack challenge and ask you if you were able to work on getting up to 25 jumping jacks. I know I visited some classes this week and they were doing more than 25, so I had to push it up. The challenge has now become 35 jumping jacks. Let's see if you can do 35 jumping jacks. Get ready, but before you do, I thought since you were standing up, it's a good time to say, since we're focused on Pride this month, every Friday in January for the rest of the month, that starts this Friday, every Friday in January, wear your pirate gear or your school colors to show the pride in your school and send me some pics. Okay, have a wonderful day of learning. And as we leave, we will do jumping jacks. Remember, 35. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Keep going if you can and have a wonderful day of learning.